beautiful people. My name is Zach Dowdy, and today we're going to be talking about what happens when non-skaters try to make a skateboard product. And what I'm talking about specifically is Wall Street Journal and a tractor company coming together to make grip tape, reinventing grip tape. If you're not sure what I'm talking about Nike SB and Jessup recently released a new grip tape. So that's what we're going to be getting into today. The details of that new grip, pretty wild. As I set up a new board, super hyped. I got a new puller board and I got some rails to put on. So I'm going to be talking about how to put on rails while we talk about this topic of non-skaters making skateboard products, because it's always a little bit of cringy and sometimes it's really good. Sometimes they're innovative and they push things forward, and that's really cool. But what's interesting is this isn't non-abrasive grip. That's not what I'm talking about. I think it's kind of hard to reinvent the wheel sometimes. Now, don't get me wrong. I think we should always be pushing forward. Maybe reinventing grip tape is a good thing. By the end of this video, we're gonna go out and get warmed up, break in this new board, try to get a couple clips to round it all off. So without further ado, I'm gonna take apart my old board and we're gonna jump into today's topic. The press release starts with, "We are thrilled to bring this product to the market," said Rob Jessup, president and third generation owner of Jessup Manufacturing, adding that brands share a common vision for developing technology, forward equipment for athletes, and reusing waste at its highest value. Jessup, which has produced skateboard grip tape since the 1970s, is the only grip tape manufacturer in the US. So let's make this clear right away that this grip tape I'm talking about today, the Jessup Nike Mob grip tape that is very newly released, hasn't been talked about on Jessup or Nike SB Instagram, which is really weird. This is essentially just Nike's rubber waste going into grip tape, which I think is cool in theory, but let's be honest. You really think Nike's going through all that work? If you're not familiar, there is non-abrasive grip tape companies out there. There's a bunch of different companies out there that are trying to make grip tape in different ways. And something you got to think about right away is like, why would Nike make a product that is going to make their shoes last longer? Because they want to hit volume. It's a Wall Street company. Like, let's not forget that. So it's all about sales. It's all about analytics. It's all about, the data essentially. So I don't think they're going to make a product that is going to make their shoes last longer. They want their shoes to go through quick so that they can keep selling limited releases, different colorways, things of that nature. Now, I haven't tried non-abrasive grip tape personally. I've never done it, but it is a cool idea. Like, I like the idea of saving your shoes. If you could still have just as much grip and just as much board control, flip, and all that stuff, then I would definitely be willing to try that. I like the idea of some kind of different grip, a really shiny grip or sparkly grip or something like that is really exciting and cool. The best case scenario is basically that rubber waste isn't going to a landfill and it's getting repurposed into grip tape. Like, that sounds great. That is the best case scenario. But to sit here and leverage it like it's a new technology is, it's just marketing essentially. For putting my rails on, I'm going to pre-drill holes for the screws to go into. Then I'm going to apply some Gorilla Glue to the bottom of my rails before screwing them in with a screwdriver to avoid the rattling. This is a suggestion you guys left in the comments before. Then I'm going to screw everything in nice and tight. Make sure not to use a drill. The reason that I know about Jessup actually being a tractor company or tractor grip tape type of company and then going to skateboard grips and people using it for skateboards is because the grip tape that I set up today, the super sparkly stuff, is actually from Paradox Grip Tape. And I used to be roommates with the owner of Paradox, Ari. He is a skater, so that's how I found out about Jessup not being a skate company or skater-owned grip tape. I always thought it was just like another smaller grip tape company, but it happens to be a really big corporation. So it's just kind of interesting that they're sponsoring USA Skateboarding or the Olympics as a whole versus Mob Grip or something like that. Now, I'm not a huge fan of Mob Grip. I actually like Jessup. I'm not hating on Jessup. I actually like the grip tape. We're here at a spot that I've been wanting to skate, try to get a clip at. It looks like it's a new building around it, so it's going to be hard to get to it. So it'll be a little bit of an adventure trying to find this spot. And then we're going to dive a little more into today's topic. All right, mission one done. We got up the big gnarly bank right here, which is the spot that we're heading to though is a little further away. You used to be able to skate this roll in. People did tricks. I just rolled into it and I was like, the scariest thing in my life. But now there's rocks at the bottom, so it kind of skate stopped it, not intentionally, but right now it's skate blocked. But man, getting up this bank is really scary. Luckily there's this fence right here, so I was able to kind of put my board and wrap everything around the fence. But getting up that was kind of gnarly, sort of a gnarly solo spot. But spot's over here, let's go check it out. Looks like there's actually, now I'm looking at it, there's a whole nether ditch down here that I never knew about, so I just found a spot. Let's go sneak up on that. I love when you stumble upon a spot that you're not looking for. This thing is rad. There's like little gates you could potentially ollie over if you have some good pop. But the real cool thing about this spot is there's a hip right here. It's kind of steep, but it has like some good training at the bottom. You could zing and hit the hip, maybe a little backside 360 or something would be really cool. Someone could do that. Now this is the spot I was intending to skate when I came up here, and it looks like it's a go. There's some weeds, there's some ice plants, kind of overgrown on the rollaway part, but you can definitely still skate it. So you try to get a couple looks. It's pretty cool. It's just like basically, you know, a city-made runoff, but they made it nice and bermed out right here for water, but it works pretty good for skating. So I'm gonna clean up some of these weeds and try to get a clip. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to come back to this spot because I pulled a rookie move. I didn't bring any wax or lacquer, and this thing is a raw dog right now. Like even just with my board and rails, I still just like riding it on there makes such a grabbing noise and such a grabbing texture. So I'm gonna have to come back and skate the spot because I really do want to hit it. However, since we discovered that other little ditch over there, let's try to do a little ollie or something over there. All right, it is so hot. I've been sweating. You probably can tell right now. It's probably like HD sweat everywhere. 4K sweat, zoom out. I think that's gonna be it for this video. My kind of point that I wanted to address with this video is that with the Olympics coming up, there's gonna be a lot of weird different things happening in skateboarding, and that's okay because skateboarding is growing. There's gonna be like growing pains, I guess, in a way. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video on the Nike Jessup grip tape kind of conversation. It's really interesting. I'll leave some links down in the description if you want to see more about this grip tape. Since I didn't have the grip tape, obviously I'm not going to buy it. I'm probably not going to use it, although I would try it if they had it at a skate shop or something. I just haven't been able to find it anywhere. I even went to a couple different shops and they said they haven't heard anything about it, so that's why I don't have it yet. But leave your comments down below, your thoughts on this grip tape. In general, these kind of conversations, always like to hear your guys' feedback. Hope you enjoyed this little video. Make sure you smash that like button if you did. Subscribe if you're not already. See you guys in the next one. Mash.